Howdy. That's the greetings in these parts, and when you come to College Station, Texas, you know that the Aggies are ready to gig 'em. Kyle Field will be swaying and electric for this one. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Washington State Cougars, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Washington State Cougars offense will get the first crack at it here. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
It's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle because he can do it in so many ways. He can run by you. He can run through you. He really has the whole package, and that's why he's a superstar, and that's why they'll feed him early and often.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Still on his feet at the 45. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And now on first down after converting with the run. Looking for room. It's Street. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Let's see what they've got on second down. Touch pass on the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. The short hands, it's Fry. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He got it. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking it. A statement for the visiting team.
So Texas A&M's offense will go to work for the first time. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I am taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking to get picked off.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down, and it makes the catch on the right side. He's loose, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aggie. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they move the ball down the field and execute.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They've got him penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. And this crowd is losing it. Frenzied after the back-to-back sacks. 3rd and long coming up. Pocket starts to collapse. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Now the toss. At the 45 on his way. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
He'll toss it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Texas A&M will snap it in the red zone. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Gets rid of it. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Off play action. Tight end finds a soft spot. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it strong. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Leaves it with the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. And that ball is picked off. Taking it the other way. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Scrambling away. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? With jet sweep pass. Give him 6. Touchdown, Aggies! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5? And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Right? And the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on them. He'll keep it himself. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Fast motion from the offense. From the gun to give, looking for room. Turns it on in midfield. He's off to the races. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it first and 10 inside the 20. Brought down after a 5-yard gain down to the 7. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wazoo! Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Offense gets set for second down. To fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Texas A&M going quickly. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Breaks the tackle. Afterburners coming. At the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Aggies. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they can go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He leaves it with his back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. To the air on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. From the gun, looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cougars.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He's got great speed. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. Quick toss. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Wants to throw. It's strong. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. At the 35, he's open. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And once you get in this range in the football field, do you depend on your kicker? Do you go for it? I think on fourth down, I think you go for it. This is a long field goal, a lot harder attempt. I like the offense going for it here in this situation.
The pitch. Headed to the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line. But, man, are they in business now. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Aggie.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Texas A&M going up tempo. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Now on the option. He'll toss it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Shoots it to the left. He makes the catch. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Now the pitch. Still on his feet at the 40. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense, maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying.
Can anyone catch him? He's at the 10. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. Now on second down. Going to the running game. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third down, he drops the throw. Got it in the middle, it's Fry. Touchdown, Washington State. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away, and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Back to pass, it's Strong. Go. But it's incomplete.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Fires to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. So close to cashing it into this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Texas A&M going quickly. Trying to bully their way in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. He's looking to throw. Fires on the move. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Trying to get to it.
Well, this defense has been dominating their opponent all game long. I think you're really seeing the fruits of their labor on the recruiting trail. They have got some dudes up front, out of high school, in the portal, and those guys are just wreaking havoc on this offensive line.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Looking for a man. It's strong. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Going for the big play. He caught it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in. I get home. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
One more quarter to play. But hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Snap it to the back. Touchdown, Aggie! And the beatdown has ensued. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And the extra point is good. Looking for blocking. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Then he breaks into the open. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. The throw to the outside is complete. They get him down after he makes the catch. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. The 4th down attempt coming. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in. He is smashing people. Touchdown, Aggies. And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point was good to finish things off. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the Clippers team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. Off he goes. He's at the 20. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Give to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Going for 6. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown.
Washington State.
Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on 1st down that just goes awry? After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He'll pitch it. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And the Aggies are rolling down the field. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They want to run it left here. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on second down. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Catch inside the 30 and still running.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Power football with the run. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They've moved it into scoring territory, first and 10 from the 11. Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. When we get to the offseason,